I thought of a little shift that can make a big difference in your life and my life too. And I did it today, all day. Very simple, minute, seemingly insignificant change that reduced my anxiety levels, which I'm not particularly anxious, but I have an uneasy feeling a lot of times. But this kind of helped that, made it not there. I'll explain what I'm talking about right now. So, there's just this little thing that happens whenever I think of something to do. So, if I'm thinking, I want to turn on the television, what will happen is a flash, an impulse will come into my brain or body, however it happens for you. But for me, it'll just be like and then I know, television. No words even. So what I'll do is I'll get that impulse, I'll go, then I'll question it, and I'll say, well, hey, I have the urge to turn on the television. Should I turn it on? Well, I don't usually like the television, but maybe there'll be something on, but I'm not really sure if I want to turn it on. Maybe I should go on the computer, or I could turn on the television. I could go eat. It's just my brain, my mind is trying to figure out things. Now that creates anxiety because there's a sense of urgency in me. It's urgency for no reason, but it's just when you contradict your impulse, especially with just normal everyday things, it will get to you. It's almost like somebody's telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, but really it's just you. It's just, I'm going to call it the parent in your mind. The nagging parent in your mind. And it's just constantly questioning you. And you're constantly questioning yourself. So what I'm suggesting here is that you disassociate yourself with this parent. Because what I was doing all this time was thinking that I am the parent. John is the parent. John is the voice that is deciding to turn on the television or not. So now I'm saying John is a deeper being that is essentially, for all intents and purposes, is the impulses, are the impulses. John is the impulse. I know that sentence doesn't make sense, but let's just go with it. I am the impulses. And so that's more associating. I'm going to use a Freudian terminology, even though I have not studied Freud, but I think we all know the basics: id, superego, and ego. Superego being the one who manages all of the things, the parent in your mind, and the id being the beast within, basically, the wild impulses and all of that. So now I've just made a simple shift of associating myself with the id, with the beast, with the, because with that beast is also this wild emotion, positive and negative, and there's also no emotion, because it's not, emotion is like a side effect. It's very hard to explain this, but you may feel it if you just stop thinking about thinking, or stop thinking about your actions. Because here's how the theory goes that I'm trying to put forth here. If you let the beast run your life and you just do things impulsively, you just do them. You think it, you do it. You just do it. The parent will stop you if you're overstepping a boundary. The misapprehension here is that your conscience needs to regulate everything. Your conscience does not need to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, because you will just stop. You will stop. You will stop. If you are an inhibited person, there are some people you can point to and say, well, they didn't stop. Yeah, but that's not really the audience of my videos. So I'm talking to you. Since most of us who are watching my video are fairly inhibited, we will naturally stop before we even get close to crossing the line. So if you embrace the beast, then you will fall into that happy medium, that's happy medium and even happy extreme. But since you are the impulses is, if you take away all the ethereal mystery around the soul, let's just call your essence the soul. If the id is your soul, your honest self, then just do that, and when the parent stops you, the disassociated parent stops you, then you will stop automatically. That's really the message here. And hey, if I'm completely wrong, I would love for you to tell me in the comments, because this is new to me too, and I'm trying it out. And if I start doing things that I regret, then I'll say, hey, this video was wrong, and I'll apologize to all those who followed my advice. But I did it today, and it was very good, much more peaceful, much more peaceful, because I was just doing whatever I felt like doing without questioning it. And when I stopped, I just stopped automatically. I didn't need to question, why am I stopping, why am I going? It's just a waste of energy, and it causes anxiety. So yeah, see ya.